Hi, welcome to Hot Baked Italian. Today I am going to be making blueberry muffins from scratch, so please continue watching and I'll be right back.
Farfallone amoroso, notte giorno d'intorno girando, delle belle tue balle al riposo, narcisetto arancino d'amor, delle belle...
Hi, welcome back. Again, thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to make something a little bit totally different today and do homemade from scratch blueberry muffins, and I certainly hope you enjoy this recipe. So let me go ahead and get started. So one of the first things we're going to do is take our muffin pan. Now this one is the small muffins, 12 muffins in a pan. You can also use the large muffin pans, and they're usually about 6 muffins in a pan for those, so you can do either one if you want to do smaller muffins for a dozen or a large pan for 6. So I'm just going to take a spray, an canola oil spray, and I'm just going to spray my whole pan. And then I just take my paper towel and just kind of rub it all in, especially the corners, to make sure that it's all well greased or well oiled. Nice. Make sure my sides are. I don't want them sticking when I come out, so I think. All right, so I can go ahead and set this aside and go ahead and preheat my oven to 400 degrees. All right. I'm going to need 2 bowls, a larger bowl and then maybe something a little bit smaller, okay, to get this going, but I am going to start with the larger bowl first. All right, to make the base for my blueberry muffins, I'm going to need 1 3/4 cups of flour. So 1 3/4 cups of flour. I'm just going to go ahead and get that right in there. I do need 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and I've already got that measured out. 3/4 teaspoon of salt. I need 1/3 cup of sugar. 1/3 cup of sugar. I need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Those 2 level teaspoons. All right. And I'm just using a whisk. If you have a sifter, you can go ahead and sift all these ingredients together. I'm just using a whisk to make sure they are all mixed up thoroughly and put a little air into the flour. Okay. All right, so I can now just put this aside for the moment. So taking out my smaller bowl, I need to put in 2 eggs. I do those eggs first to make sure I'm not getting any eggshells in there. All right, so once I have my eggs in there, I can just use my whisk and kind of just break those up a little bit. And then I need to get my milk, and I need 3/4 cup of milk. And I've used skim milk, 1%, 2%, so whatever milk you have in the refrigerator works. And then I need to get 1/4 cup of melted butter. So I just take that. In fact, I'm just going to put it right into my measuring cup and just pop this in the microwave to get this melted. So here's my 1/4 cup of melted butter. All right, stir all that up. All right, so now I have the bowl that had all the dry ingredients in. I am going to pour my wet ingredients into that. Now I love this recipe because these freeze great. So any of your leftovers that you have, you can put them in the freezer and then just take them out as you want them and put them in the oven to warm them up on a low temperature, like 250, 300, and to thaw them out and get them warmed up. I usually end up making maybe a double or triple batch so that I can have them in the freezer. I hate getting that oven on during summer, and so if I could do it all at one time, that works. So now this is just about mixed. I'm not mixing it thoroughly. You can see there's still a little bit of the flour. All right, now I have my blueberries, and they've been sitting in the strainer just draining and drying out. I did 2 cups of blueberries. If you are not a huge blueberry fan and would like a little bit less, maybe 1.5 cups might work better for you. So just a couple stirs. There we go, get all that mixed in. And now I'm ready to get these into my pan. So you can see that actually making them is very simple, very quick. And now we're just gonna get these right into our pan. So probably about, maybe 3/4 of the way up. All right, what I'd like to do is just take a little bit of sugar and sprinkle a little bit of sugar across the top of each of these. So it kind of gives them a little bit of a shiny look as it bakes. All right, there you go. We got it. We're ready to put these in the oven. Now I'm gonna put these in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. All right, so it's about halfway through our time here. I'll take a quick peek, and they are looking delicious. Yep, they're rising nicely. Nice big muffins. All right, we'll see. Try back in about 10 more minutes. Okay, so the muffins have been in the oven about 25 minutes. Do watch until a nice golden brown. Every oven's a little bit different, so anywhere between 20 and 25 minutes. I started with 20 and ended up going a little bit longer. Now I have taken them out and I've let them sit here about 4 to 5 minutes just to get cool off a little bit. And then while they're still warm, I don't want them totally cool. You can take a knife and go around each of the muffins so that they won't get stuck. If you cut around while they're still warm, they're going to come out nice and easy and won't stick to the side of your pan. All right, nothing like a fresh hot muffin right out of the oven. A little butter. My favorite. There's nothing like a homemade blueberry muffin to enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed this also. Please remember to go ahead and share this with someone that you think might enjoy this. If you subscribe, remember to click on the bell so that you will be notified of other videos that as I upload them. Otherwise, remember to just look for me at Hot Baked Italian. Thank you so much for watching today.